Welcome to World Finance Brief. So, something huge has just happened in the precious metals market. We're talking about a price shock so massive, it's sending ripples through the entire economy. Let's dive in and break down what's happening, because these numbers are changing everything, from global investment strategies all the way down to local family weddings. All right, first up, gold. The price has absolutely smashed every previous record, hitting a staggering 1,45,000 rupees for just 10 grams. Now, this isn't just a new high. For a lot of people, it's a jaw-dropping price that has brought the market to a grinding halt. But believe it or not, that's only half the story, because silver is right there with it, soaring to an unbelievable 2,82,000 rupees per kilogram. These two numbers, this is the shockwave we're seeing. And they aren't just figures on a screen, they represent a brand new and frankly a very difficult economic reality for many. So, okay, we have these giant numbers, but what does this actually mean for people on the ground? Let's get into the real-world impact. You know this quote from a jeweler named Pradeep Verma? It just perfectly captures what's happening on the front lines. He says, the market has completely stalled. This puts such a human face on the data, doesn't it? It's not just about lower sales, it's about cherished traditions being scaled back, about major life events being directly affected by these soaring costs. And the scale of this is just staggering. In a local market like Samhal, daily business has fallen off a cliff, from around 1 crore rupees last year down to only 40 lakh rupees today. To put that into perspective, jewelers who used to see maybe 80 to 90 customers a day during wedding season are now seeing just 10 or 15. The stores are quiet. And that means families are being forced to make some really tough choices. Many are just postponing buying new jewelry altogether. Others, as we heard, are buying significantly less. And here's a fascinating twist. A lot of people are now going to jewelers not to buy, but to sell their old family heirlooms, trying to cash in on these record prices just to make ends meet. So how in the world did we get here? Well, this wasn't some overnight shock. It's actually the peak of a 4-year price climb. Just look at this timeline. Between 2023 and 2024, the increase was pretty steady. But then, look at the jump into 2025. Gold prices more than doubled, and silver prices just went through the roof. This wasn't a gradual climb. It was an absolute explosion. This context makes today's prices feel less like a random spike and more like the peak of a really powerful surge. So what's driving all this? Well, the short answer is geopolitics. To really understand the why, we first need to get this key concept, a safe haven asset. In simple terms, when the world feels unstable or chaotic, investors rush to put their money into things they believe are safe, things that will hold their value. And historically, gold has always been the ultimate safe haven asset. And that is exactly what we're seeing right now. There are heightened geopolitical tensions, particularly between the US and Iran, and that's creating a ton of global uncertainty. This drives a massive demand for gold as a safe investment, which in turn pushes the price up for everyone, everywhere. It's a classic case of global politics hitting your local wallet. So, what does the future hold? Are these prices here to stay? Let's take a look at an expert's forecast. According to analyst Jaitan Trivedi, we probably shouldn't expect a major drop anytime soon. The forecast suggests gold will likely stay in this very elevated range, fluctuating between 1,41,000 and today's high of $1,45,000. The reason? Those underlying geopolitical tensions are expected to keep supporting these high prices. And this brings us to the central dilemma of this whole situation. For generations, gold has been seen as a pillar of financial security for families. But at these prices, has it become too expensive to be a practical investment? Is it still a shield against inflation, or has it become a luxury that's simply out of reach for most? It's a really complex question with no easy answer, and we would love to hear what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more explainers like this.